Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and I'm actually pre-recording this for Wednesday. Today, actually me recording it is Tuesday the 28th, but this is going to go up on Wednesday the 29th. We are in the arbitration this week, and it's going all right. Yesterday, I was just like, Jesus Christ, though. Like, 2 minutes in, somebody asked a question that had already been answered, and I was like, fuck me hard. Like, like, can we not, right? But I am looking forward to, once this week is over, having a little bit of time off. Yes, I have on the lifeguard sweatshirt that Bill got me. He got me this one for Christmas. Absolutely love it. And yes, I ordered that other one. And I get to wear my red headband with it. See, I'd like to be able to match my clothes to my headband. So, this will come in handy with this outfit. And now I just got to keep it white. And I was talking to Bill on the phone this morning, and I was like, you know, I need to just like wear like a napkin when I eat. But yeah, so I've been thinking about how I want to take my channel into 2022, and I feel like instead of doing like a daily video every day and then my cross stitch video on Saturday, I think I'm just going to incorporate my cross stitch into the video every day. Does that make sense? Because I'm going to be not doing as much true crime. I just feel like somebody made a good point that, you know, the world is so heavy right now with everything, and it's kind of like seeped into my brain here. And I mean, there are things in 2022 that, you know, I want to improve on for myself. So why not, you know, read it to you guys as well? So there's a couple books that I have from Kindle Unlimited that I'm probably going to be reading. One is called A Year of Self-Care by Dr. Zoe Shaw. So she gives little snippets of something to do every single day. So I'm going to try to be journaling that, but I'll read it to you guys. We'll be doing some quizzes. We will also, I found a book on Kindle Unlimited called Interesting Stories for Curious People. And they're literally like just 2 pages long, just like facts about the world. I'm fascinated always just to learn things about the world. Like those Christmas facts. I learned more about that, about Christmas, than I would have ever cared to know. And so the couple days ago before Christmas, Bill and I were talking, and I was spouting off some of these facts. He's like, where the hell did you get all those? Yeah, from that page, from that article. And so I'll be looking at articles from the Huffington Post. And then I also will be reading this every day, so we can unfuck ourselves in 2022. Remember, Sandra got this for me as a gift. So this will be a desk calendar. Yeah, we're going to have a fun 2022. It's going to be a fun time for the videos, more lighthearted. I know there's a lot of people that do not watch because of the true crime. And I mean, that's not really my decision on why I'm not doing so much true crime going forward. I'm also taking out the intro and outro for my videos. You guys I just come in, hi, I'm here, right? It's less work for me. So I received a gift, and it's really wonderful, and we've already picked a place to hang it. This is from Carmen, who is Mafia Minx on YouTube. And she said, I'm so very sorry for your loss. So these are memorial wind chimes. Now, when I saw this, I mean, the box is just beautiful. But if you look inside, let me try to show you what this is. So this that hangs on the bottom says, those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. And then this, so there's the wind chime. But this is like a 3D spinner. So they give you instructions in here on, like, when you pull this out, you have to kind of like turn it to get it started. Under Bill's shed, he has a roof that he built last summer, and he's going to hang it under there because it's so funny and awesome that she gave us these wind chimes only because when Bill's mom passed, we were only together for like 2 months when she passed. And we cleaned out her house and all of that. He took the wind chimes from her house, and we have those hanging in our shed, underneath our canopy on our deck. And so every time like the wind blows and we hear it, always think of her, right? And he even repainted it last year or the year before, because it had really gotten like just chipped and faded and all of that. But yeah, so this week will be the first week for me not doing a cross stitch video on Sunday or Saturday. I'm just going to incorporate it in every day. So I did stitch last night. I realized I had not done a segment for cross stitch yesterday, and then I was like, I need to make this a little easier on myself, right? So remember, I am working on Ink Circle's Dilly Dahlia. I changed all the colors to Sulky Threads. Yeah. So I think I get to start on the green now. That's why I moved it up, because I get to start on the leaves going down here. But you know what I realized? Look at these two little birds here and here. I did not realize they were birds till after I stitched that. And this is being stitched on 18 count Aida by Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie in Princess Buttercup. And then my SAS tablets. My SAS tablets thing. Yeah. Needle minder. I received a gift certificate to 123 Stitch from Sandra. And I ordered actually a bunch of Ink Circles patterns. So those are on their way from 123 Stitch. And someone had also messaged me and said, 123 Stitch now has the Carolyn Manning Designs patterns. And yes, I've ordered those as well. So I have some orders outstanding. Okay, so one of the best gifts that Bill got me was this. This is a cell phone holder. So all day long, and I can't show you because my phone is recording, but all day long I receive messages in a group message for work. I would have my phone flat and have to bend down. This holds it up. I can talk on the phone. I talked to my dad on it this morning. Amazon. This thing is like fantastic. I love the color. But yeah, this was one of the best things he got me. I also ordered a couple things that I didn't get for Christmas. I got the Lifeguard sweatshirt. I can't wait to get that one. And what's so funny about the colors in that one, it's black with like neon rainbow, the Lifeguard words, all the words on there. Now it says Myrtle Beach. I don't give a shit about that. It's just the fact that it says Lifeguard really big. And what's funny is I'm even thinking of becoming a certified lifeguard. Why not? Wouldn't that be the ultimate? She says you're not a lifeguard. Well, actually I am. Bill and I were talking about it last night. He was like, oh my God, you got to do it. I don't know if I want to go through all the trouble. But wouldn't it be so funny to say that I actually am a lifeguard, right? But yeah, we talk about cuckoo things like that, right? So we are having hamburger helper tonight. Yeah, you're going to get all kinds of stuff in my videos now. We are having hamburger helper for dinner, potato stroganoff. That's my favorite one. And for New Year's Eve, we decided to make nachos. So that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, we're not doing anything. We're staying home because the pandemic is just rampant in this area. And man, I don't want to get sick if I can possibly help it. I'm trying to think. Okay, so two other things that I wanted to share with you guys. You remember my bunny, Cadbury? He's right there. Right there. He's a cutie, right? So one of my subscribers, Corrine, messaged me and said, now she lives in Virginia, I think. Well, this post was from the Upper Valley Humane Society. So on Facebook, she was like, I had to send you this post because I saw it on Facebook right after you showed Cadbury. So this Upper Valley Humane Society, this bunny was huddled up to a homeowner's foundation and brought into the Humane Society. So thank you to whoever did that. So they've neutered him. He had a cyst removed from his shoulder. And they say he is a very friendly, social bunny. He enjoys being petted and loves treats. And he even has pretty good litter box habits. So they want someone to adopt him. And I was like, oh my God, his name is Cadbury. What are the odds that just as, you know, I showed that, she was like, I had to send you the post. He is just the cutest thing. I wish I could adopt him. I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but that is just, I'm going to save that post. It's just so awesome. And then I received a $10 PayPal payment from Patricia Clayton. So thank you so much for that. That helped pay for my Chick-fil-A yesterday. One of my subscribers had given me a Chick-fil-A gift card, and I decided to get lunch DoorDashed here yesterday. And by the time I paid for the tip and everything, it was over the $10. So I used the rest of that, the other $10. So that was awesome. But my friend Sandra, who is a wonderful soul and has been a really good online friend for a couple of years now, she emailed me yesterday and said only a stitcher can understand this. So I know you guys will sympathize. So she said she has cross-stitched an ornament for her sister and brother-in-law for Christmas since they got married 17 years ago. So 17 ornaments. So think about that. Her sister keeps them in a special box. So when Sandra saw her sister this Christmas, she was like, her tree looks different. And she said, why aren't any of my ornaments on the tree that I've made you? And apparently, and get ready, apparently a mouse had gotten into the box and tore up every one of the ornaments and peed and pooped all over them. Can you even? She said, my sister was devastated, as am I, of course. Next year, I'm going to start replacing them and include ones for their 2 daughters. Lots of work, but I want to build up her collection again. And I would have been devastated too. I can't even imagine having my stitching destroyed. And destroyed, I mean, 17 years of ornaments. I would cry. But so let's all give Sandra lots of love in the comments. And hopefully she will enjoy making new ornaments, because man, are there a shit ton of patterns out for ornaments. Making ornaments again for her sister. But yeah, how heartbreaking. And I'm sure her sister was like afraid to tell her, right? Like you would be like, oh my God. Yeah, like you wouldn't want to tell someone that. Especially when they've been making ornaments for you for 17 fucking years. Yeah. So I had to read that to you guys. And that might be it. But yeah, I will continue working on the Dahlia Piece. I placed a fairly large order with Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie for more 18 count Aida. I really, really like it. And I just love ink circles pieces. Like I said, I want to say I ordered 5 or 6 patterns that I didn't have. I have a bunch of them. And just using the Sulky, I can't rave enough about the Sulky Threads. I mean, on 18 count, you can use 1 strand and it gives fantastic coverage, as you can see. And now, you know, the only drawback is they don't have as many colors as DMC does. But, you know, unless you're working with something that's 40, 50 colors. Ooh, I just got an email. 123stitch.com sent you a package. Oh yeah, I ordered 2 other patterns. Okay. There was a pattern, and I bet as soon as I get this in the mail, I'm going to find it. Bill had bought me a pattern from the Courtney collection called Garden Fair. Now, this pattern is like $30 because it's pretty big. And I wanted it for Christmas a couple years ago. Fuck if I can find it. I've looked all around, and there's no way in hell I would have gotten rid of that because it only calls for 2 colors, red and black. And it actually calls, I want to say, for Gloriana Silk. So now that I'm stitching on 18 count Aida, I really want to do this pattern and use Sulky. So I rebought it. I was just like, good night. So that shipped. So I will show you guys that pattern when it gets here. It's very beautiful. It's so big though. Like it's not wide, but it's long. It's like 600 stitches long or something cuckoo like that. Like that's a Hade. That's a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern, the length. But yeah, and of course I told you that Bill would say, what is this, a new one? What happened to the other one? Are you not doing it? And I said, look, I needed a break from those colors. He's not a stitcher. He has never done a craft like this where you need a break sometimes from the colors and from the pattern. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean if you're a stitcher. He's not. He's never done a craft where he has had something like that. So I just said yes, and I will go back to it because I'm entirely too far on that piece, right? I almost went back to it yesterday, but just sitting down and working on a little chunk of that. Someone wanted to know how my Raycon earbuds work. Fucking fantastic. Now that I have figured out how to get YouTube music on them. Everything else on my phone played, but that wouldn't. And so I was like a dog with a bone trying to figure that out the other day, Sunday, and I did figure it out. So last night was the first test really though, because yeah, I'll be able to use them when I'm cleaning, playing the music around here, but I really wanted them for when Bill's going to bed and I'm in here and I'm watching stuff on my iPad and I'm stitching. So I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO Max yesterday. They work fucking fantastic. I love them so much. And they charge in the case. And all you got to do when you put them in, like I switched, they give you a bunch of different sizes of the ear pads. So I had to use a smaller one. But all you do is put them in and you twist so it fits in your ear. They're fantastic. Absolutely, utterly fantastic. So I enjoyed using them. I stitched in here for a good hour and a half last night. And it was nice being able to not worry about Bill hearing my iPad and it keeping him up. Fantastic. And oh, the Velky Pataki. Still don't have a motherfucking shipping order. Still don't have a shipping order. It is the end of December. I paid for it on October 5th. I am tempted. I'm going to email them again today. What can it hurt, right? They usually respond pretty quickly to my emails. Yeah, I'm just curious what's happening. You know, because I want to say they pride themselves on saying that they don't bill you until it's ready to ship, until it's made. I'm going to have to check my spam because maybe it went in there. I don't know. I checked it the other day and there was nothing in there. But yeah, I'm just like, where the fuck is my stand? Yeah. So, you know, and I probably could have even, instead of using these big scroll rods, because this piece is only 5.5 wide by 5.5. I could have put this in a QSnap. That's the thing about using QSnaps is that when I use QSnaps, I want to be able to see the whole thing. I don't want to have to move the QSnap around on my stitches. That's just me. Or a hoop. So I might do that. I mean, I already have it in there. But I really love these scroll rods too. The Handi Clamp ones. But QSnap keeps that motherfucking shit tight. Like, nothing else keeps it, for me, as tight as a QSnap. So I may have to really switch that. I'm going to think about that because we still have like another 20 minutes of the lunch break. And then after that, my part isn't for 10 pages. Okay, so let me give you a little snippet of the interesting stories for curious people. Like I said, I'm fascinated to learn like the quirky stuff in the world, right? So this one says, fighting boredom in the ancient world. If you guys have watched my channel for any length of time, you will know that the word boredom, don't even fucking go sing that song somewhere else. I don't want to hear anybody tell me they are bored. Nope. No. So, and this person, the author of this book, even says, with everything that the modern world has to offer, from the internet to television and numerous sports-related pastimes, we really have no reason to experience boredom. But of course, it still happens. Right. So, we're going to talk about how people in Egypt, back in the day, passed the time when they were bored. So it says, have you ever wondered what people did to pass the time when the Giza pyramids were being built? I think it's Giza, Giza. So life may have been tougher in ancient Egypt and people didn't live as long on average, but they still had to devise ways to deal with their boredom. Whatever time you lived in, think about the times when these girls stitched these samplers, that will never ever get out of my brain. These Quaker girls fucking stitching on like 58 count by goddamn candlelight with one thread over one. Yeah, stuff like that. So all throughout time, that's why stuff was invented too. Think about it. People needed something to do. Books have always been around. Some kind of craft, sewing, everything. Think about it. Alcohol. That is a hobby for some people. Okay. So you may be surprised to know that the ancient Egyptians enjoyed drinking beer nearly every day, oftentimes all day. Can't say I would recommend that. So it wasn't that the Egyptians were necessarily a culture of alcoholics. They just didn't have access to potable water. Okay. Even back then, the Nile River was full of animal waste, making it undrinkable for the most part, so beer was the safe alternative. Which reminds me, I need to get Bill to go to the liquor store for me and get me some Angry Orchard for New Year's Eve. Although I do have 2 really good bottles of white wine, might just drink those. So while the majority of Egyptians drank beer, the nobles chose wine as their favorite alcoholic beverage. All Egyptians enjoyed public and private celebrations where a certain level of drunkenness was not only expected, but encouraged. As they were drinking their beer or wine, many Egyptians also enjoyed playing the world's oldest board game, Senet. What the hell is that? Oh, it's similar to backgammon. I've never played backgammon. Although modern scholars don't know all the details of gameplay, Senet was a 2-player game where pieces were moved after rolling dice, similar to backgammon. So Senet games probably got pretty heated when the players were drunk, especially since betting would have been frequent. So the next time your power goes out and you're feeling bored, think about the ancient Egyptians and take a drink. So that is just a little snippet of what we are going to be learning about in 2022. So 2022 could be just reborn, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like a redo, right? Just a redo. So we will see. But that's it. That's all I got for you today. I blabbed for 23 minutes. So, as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.